That's it for
Everything
this week.
is
Come back
fine.
next
And
week
you
for
know what
part two.
fine
Everything's
stands
fine.
for? Fucked
What?
up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional.
Oh my God. Way to start
Everything
the
is
show.
fine.
I was, the show was starting and I was like, I think my Botox is wearing off.
Everything's fine, guys.
Everything's
We are
fine.
fucking thriving over here. Really are
Uh,
thriving, which I think what is causing everything to be fine is because we're just
yeah,
busy. Like life is, we are,
it's,
we're hitting the goals and we're doing the business and we're being the moms and we're doing the things. And fuck if that doesn't make you tired and
I,
stressed.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Maderos.
And I'm Colleen Hungerford, and this is We're Doing This Right, right? A podcast for the whole woman, mind, body, soul, and business.
It's humor infused, as real as it gets, inspiring, and you'll walk away with real usable tools for life and business.
If you love what you're hearing, please share with a friend, subscribe so you'll never miss an episode, and rate and review whenever you listen.
So find your earbuds, lace up your walking shoes, or cozy up with a beverage of your choice. It's time to dig in.
I oftentimes during this time when like there's a lot of work going on and it's like great, right? Like I don't ever want to complain about having being very busy with work. It reminds me of those like memes that it's like maybe I girl bossed too hard. Like I may
Yeah.
have girl bossed too hard. Um
Hmm.
and it's a really interesting, we're going to talk about some ways to like manage this because I was talking to you before the show just about like stress and like I feel like my stress levels are high and I can see for me my stress manifests like high cortisol and in my weight. Like I can see stress physically manifests itself that way in my body and I can just like feel it, like I can feel the stress in my body, but then I could also be like, wow, I feel very uncomfortable in these jeans recently. What is the problem?
Mm.
I think it is just like very interesting to be cognizant of these, all the things that we're trying to do. We're really just jumping right in here because we don't have a guest today. It's just us
Mm-mm.
girls here
Just turned on
talking
my do
in.
not disturb so I could focus directly on you for the next
Yeah,
hour, you
I'm gonna do that
guys.
too. Okay. I'm also gonna do that so that my sound doesn't get fucked up again.
Oh, guys, we are fine. Thriving.
Listen, remember I was like so pumped up about my new
Oh,
technology. Well,
yeah.
turns out these cool new iPod, like AirPod
AirPods.
things, AirPods
Hmm.
connect to my phone and the computer, and they can switch back and forth. So we were doing the show, and I like had to pause and take a call, and then when I came back, they never reconnected to the
So,
computer.
you
So
guys, the last episode, if it felt a little clunky, it's because for half the
it
episode,
was clunky.
I had to like erase Colleen out of it and then like shorten the gaps. And then there was a handful of spots where like the conversation just couldn't flow. So I was like, you got to go back in and like record some voice here. And then I have not confirmed this yet, but I'm pretty certain I shipped it without an intro or an outro because I was like,
Just
oh, she's done. I'm done. We're
just jump
done.
right in. Listen, and if you didn't notice anything, it was fine. Don't worry about it.
Great. Everything is fine.
Everything's great.
Don't worry. We are fucking professional over here.
We're just swans, looking pretty on the top and kicking the shit out of the water underneath. Anyway, a lot of stress going on, lots of moving parts for both of us, both like business wise. And by the way, I don't know if anybody knows, I'm sure they do, but like you and I run multiple businesses. It's not like we just do the one thing. But today we were gonna, you had this like idea and concept and tell the story about Alex, but like about take the days that we need in our schedule, right? Like that's what we're gonna
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to
talk
talk
about
about
today.
days that could totally change your life. I really do believe this. And actually, it stemmed from last week. Okay. 2 weeks ago, I'm on social media, which I'm struggling tremendously with right now. But I'm on there and I see an agent in my office who does a fair amount of business that shares that, like, she feels like she has a really good work-life balance. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
What the
How?
fuck?
And so I message her truly. I'm like, seriously? She's like, yeah, you don't? I'm like, no, but first of all, I have committed to working my business like a 9 to 5 because I have goals. I have lofty goals. But I kind of have lost sight of the idea that I did get into this because then I can have some freedom. Like I can have
Right.
time freedom.
Right.
That is I think what every entrepreneur wants. So I
Hmm.
was like, you know what? I need to look at my calendar and find the next day that I can like have essentially a jammy day where like I'm not scheduling meetings. I blocked the calendar. I'm not meeting with anyone. I'm not committing myself to anyone else. I'm going to do
Right.
whatever the fuck I want that particular day. And
Yep.
so I had that day last Tuesday and I woke up with no plans. I texted one of my dearest friends and said, any chance you can do a walk this morning? She could. Dropped the kids
Oh,
off, went for a walk. Then I was like, I thought I'd spend all day in bed because I'm just tired from running so hard, but I'm going
yeah.
to go get a massage. I went and got a massage. It was freaking fantastic.
Like
Then
a
I came
Thai
home.
massage? What'd you get? Or just like one of those ones that's like foot massage
They
and then it's like more than foot massage?
Zen, yeah, it's like a reflexology.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so I went and did that and I listened to my podcast and like, please know, it was not a no technology day. I was
Right.
responding to things. I was working. I was listening to my podcast. But those things do bring me joy. But I got to do it whilst sitting there having my feet rubbed with my eyes closed mostly, and enjoy that. And then I came home and I spent the afternoon working in bed. And oh no, I binge watched the one everybody keeps talking about, Hunting Wives, which like,
Oh
if
God,
you
I'm too
have you
scared to
watched it?
watch
Have you
it.
not?
No, I'm too scared.
Okay, so we're going to take a sidebar. The first, I'd say 3 episodes, I think they built up the like lesbian lover thing. Like that was the whole
Okay.
focus it felt.
I don't even know what
But
this
once
is.
it,
I have to take off this blazer. I'm like, my arms are choking in this though. I'm sitting here.
ugh.
Go on.
Okay, so the first 3 episodes was like just a lot of like building up this like hot chemistry between these two women, which I didn't really need. Then it turned into like a mystery, like a crime
Oh.
mystery show. So then I was like
Oh.
all in, and it was great. And now I can't wait for the next season. But I did have trouble getting past. Like I watched the first episode and then I let it go like 2 weeks, and then I
Okay.
was told to push through, and I pushed through, and I think it was worth it. It just was like a little bit too much like a porno without a lot of story for the first few
Okay.
episodes, but then it
Okay.
got good. So, anyhow, spent the afternoon doing that. Oh, and that day we had to drive to Stanford. Emmy had a follow up appointment at Stanford last week. So I did have to like at 3 o'clock leave, but I gave myself like until 3 o'clock with no plans, got some stuff, chores done around the house. It was like, I just felt so fulfilled
Yeah.
and relaxed. And it was exactly what I had been needing. And then I came across this other post, which I did want to give some credit to this person, Colby Coltkin. I'm probably saying that wrong. Hold on, it's opening Instagram. Did a post about, hold please while it opens, 5
Oh
non-negotiable
yeah.
days you should schedule every month. And then I was like, well, those are good ideas, but I have better ones. But what we're going to go over today is kind of like a combination of what he is suggesting and like our own spin on it because we do what we want over here.
Yeah, we do what we want.
Thoughts? Catch up, Colleen. What did you
Okay.
think?
I think that we do need to do one of these days. And I really liked what you said about entrepreneurship and why we got into these jobs in the first place was like, and I've said this narrative a million times. I love what I do. I love working. I love writing an offer from the airport. I love answering an email from the pool. I love that ability. I was just talking about this with my business partner, Bhavna. I pay for this office, right? And I'm on a tangent, but you'll get what I mean. Like I pay for this space and I like having it. I like having it because this is where I can record. I need to have a space. I need to have whatever. But being in an office all day is awful. I don't want to
Hmm.
sit here all day long. I should have done it. I would have done a corporate job if that's what I like, an office job if that's what I wanted. Like, I don't like sitting in here all day. Like, usually on Mondays, I'm in here all day long. And it's like, I'm like, the recycled air. I don't want to just be like recycled air and microwaved food and like no sunshine and whatever. And I think we go to entrepreneurship because it gets us out of that because we're not built for this. We can do it. We can do
We
it,
don't want to.
but we don't want to.
Heck,
So
I
when
could
we
do
think about
anything.
like, yeah, and I think one of the things that at least I know I struggle with when we talk about taking these days to do whatever is like the guilt or like the need or this like intrinsic either like drive and or like perfectionism or whatever it is to tell us that we have to be keep pushing all the time. Like I was saying this to my husband today, like I told you I went home this morning after I dropped off the kids. I didn't sleep well the night before, and I also like had some I think stress and hormone changes, and I was tired this morning. And so I just laid down for like another hour after I brought the kids home. And there was part of me that felt very guilty for that. And I had to do a lot of like self-talk, if you will, to be like, you run your own business, you run multiple businesses, you're very successful in what you're doing. You can take a fucking nap in the morning, like chill out, right?
Hmm.
But I needed that so bad. And then I went and did a walk, right? I still made my 10 o'clock meeting. I still did all the things. I still met the responsibilities. But when I was talking to my husband, I was like, I feel guilty about this. But then I'm like, I don't need to like do something just for the sake of feeling busy, right? And I think
Right.
sometimes we feel that way. And so when you talk about taking these days, or you talk about doing like, going to the massage, getting your massage, but probably still answering a couple emails, like that sounds fabulous to me. And that
Yeah.
is the entrepreneur life. Like to me, that's literally the dream. Like that's what I want to
Yep.
be doing all the time. I want to be not caged down. Don't put me in an office. Don't tell me I have to be somewhere. Like, if I can jump on a call, great. If I can go have a coffee with somebody and that's our meeting at a cool, fun new place, great. Like, that's the life I want to live.
Let's not
Eh,
forget walking meetings.
Walking meetings sound fab. I love that for us. All these
Yes, like
different
you and
types of
Bhavna should
things.
be doing your CEO meetings, your planning meetings on a walk. The only
Yeah.
problem is you can't take notes, but like voice text it in
Voice
and
text
remind yourself
it,
when you get
voice.
back.
Yeah.
Bring
Or
your
just
robot with you.
Yeah, something. I think there's lots of different opportunities. So I like this idea of taking a day. There was a day last week where I did something similar. I don't remember why I did, but I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down here. I'm gonna take a little rest, and I'm gonna watch like a couple episodes of Gilded Age. And that's okay. Because I think
Yeah. Be- your business is open 7 days a week. If we
my
don't build
business
in
is
downtime, we're gonna fucking die.
I'm
Well, we're gonna
gonna
die either
die,
way.
you
So let's
guys.
enjoy the ride.
Yeah, and I think it is hard for people like you and I think to like we literally have to like schedule these things because it's hard to turn it off. I am struggling with that as far in like continuing to always be in building mode, which I like. I like that, but like I'm gonna go psychotic and on everyone, and I can see it, and I've seen it happen in people, and I'm so cognizant of that. All right, so we're gonna take these days every so often. We had some ideas though. You had some ideas of what these days
Okay,
could be,
so
right?
I will run through the list that I believe are worthwhile. And like I said, these are some of these come from Colby Coltkin, and some of them are a combination of what he has plus our ideas, and then some of them are just ours. Okay,
Before you
so
go, the one thing I did want to say, which I think you made a good point of, is like this could also be a half day.
right.
It doesn't have to
Yeah,
be a
like I only
full
got it
day.
till 3 because I had shit going on
Yeah.
that like was a non-negotiable, but also that was so much better. I also took a sick day on Friday. A fucking true blue shit day, a true blue
Were you shitting
sick
your
day, you
pants?
guys. So I think I maybe had a touch of the COVID because I lost some smell and scent, taste over the weekend. But I was just like dead. And Alex takes the kids to school on Fridays, and then I texted my friend who likes to have my girls on Friday afternoon, and I was like, if you take all 3 of my girls today, I can legit stay home all day and enjoy this full sick day. And Alex picked up the kids after, like, he dropped them off and then he got them from that friend on his way home. And I like stayed in bed. My Aura ring said I went to bed at 5 p.m. that day.
Listen, I'm
So
gonna say something that's so fucked up. And it's like I
say it.
don't want to
Let's
like
do it.
manifest this for my universe, but like sometimes like I dream about a sick day.
Oh, I keep seeing a meme or a gif, whatever these things are called on Instagram, where it's this
Yeah.
mom and she's like doing the household chores and she like keeps like almost throwing herself down the stairs. And then she's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
no, but it's
Yes.
like that hospital stay sounds great. I
Yeah.
have had that those types of feelings at so many different points in my life. I feel like even before I had kids once, I maybe was just running so hard at a high pressure job. And I was like,
Yeah.
if I just was in the hospital, they wouldn't make me work. But then fast forward to me actually being in the
Yeah,
hospital
no,
when I had that job,
I
and I did
yeah.
effectively work.
Listen,
So,
universe, I don't need to be in the hospital, but like, you know,
well,
sometimes I'm like, I don't know, like a little little stomach bug or a little sniffly. I'd be
yeah. Well, I
okay.
did thoroughly enjoy my sick day. I wish that I felt better to enjoy it. Like, I need like a sick day when I'm
Yeah,
not sick, but that's kind of what I'm getting
that's
to.
what these
Okay.
are. Okay, let's go on.
So
We
here's the
digress.
days. Get your shit together. And I'll explain what all these are, but here's high level. Get your shit
Okay, get your
together,
shit together day. Okay.
unplug, an unplug day,
Okay, sounds
a
terrible.
be a tourist, take an adventure, have an adventure day.
Okay.
Oh fuck my okay. Um,
Oh, I've got some.
then
I've got them.
a I'm back. Okay. Where was the next one?
Oh, I've got it. Here we
Oh,
go.
a reconnection day.
Yep.
Reconnection day. So okay, we'll talk about what they all are. And then my like comfy schedule nothing day.
Mm-hmm.
So those are I think that's 5 days that we recommend that you
Yeah.
have. So we'll
You
start
had
with
a
the get your shit together day.
mini adventure day too, but we thought
I
that
mixed
that could
that
be
in
the
with
same as
tourist.
tourist
Yeah, I
day. Yeah,
mixed
yeah.
that in with
Okay.
tourist. Okay,
Okay.
so get your shit together. So the theme of this is like maintenance prevents chaos. So if
Mm-hmm.
you stay in front of things by maintaining them,
Mm-hmm.
an ounce of prevention is worth a mile of whatever. I
Whatever.
don't know that saying, but you guys know.
That's not how those
So
weights and measures work, but it's fine.
yeah, it's all of the unsexy things like going to the DMV, renewing your passport, paying all your fucking stupid bills.
Dude.
Like those things that just like, if not done, they're building up this level of stress in your world because you have to do it. You have to do it. You keep pushing it off. You don't like
Yeah.
it takes time. Maybe it takes business hours and you work a job that you can't walk away during business hours without like
Yeah.
specifically scheduling it, like those types of tasks that are mundane and we hate them, but they have to get done and you're going to have to take the time to do them. So why not once a month, once a quarter, carve out an entire
Yeah.
day and just fucking knock them out. So this one I really saw because Alex, my husband, works we'll call it a 9 to 5. It's actually a 7:30 to like a 6:30 job, Monday
Yeah.
through Friday, and he is at work in those business hours and things like registering the boat or
Yeah.
I don't know, there was something else that we like realized we hadn't registered and like we've had it for 2 years, like just the stupid things like you have to go to the DMV and you have to do this in person. Passports, to get the kids passports renewed, we both physically had to be there in
Both have to be in
person,
person. Yep.
and we tried to do it when we were in Michigan, but this is stupid and just par for the course. But I didn't bring the marriage license. I brought everything else we needed, but I didn't bring our marriage license. Well, they said because I had changed my name at some point, I needed proof of that. But then when we actually got it done here, they were like, no, you don't need your marriage license. I was like, are you
Oh
fucking
my
kidding? Because my
God.
name
What
on
the
the birth
fuck?
certificate was Cheryl Medeiros, and my name is still Cheryl Medeiros. So, anyways,
Yeah.
we could have finished it and done it when we were in Michigan, but we digress. So, anyways, he took this day off and he did the DMV and he did the passports and he went and picked up some stuff from stores that are closed when he's, can't, when he can't be there. And he ended up having fun too that day. Like, there was time
Yes.
left over in the afternoon for him to go out and have some fun. But I was like, God. And then hearing his other like the general manager at the store is looking like fucking dog shit every day, like hasn't shaved, looks gross because he's so fucking stressed because he's behind on everything. I'm like, your entire fucking leadership team needs to be taking these days
Yeah.
monthly or quarterly because you're
Yeah.
all falling behind on your lives. And then look at what it's doing to you.
Yeah.
So
I
here
would
was my
throw in
story.
there, I would throw in there also,
Doctor.
well, doctor, but I would say like a take a day because we shouldn't have to do all this shit on the weekend, to be honest, especially if you've got kids and you've
No.
got all these other activities. And I want to be very cognizant of the fact that like a lot of people can't do this, right? Like it's hard to just take a day. We understand that. We're just saying if you can and you should, please try to do these things for your own health.
Use a sick day.
But I think there's also like a home maintenance, like a kind of home maintenance day, right? Like all
Mm,
those little projects that you're pushing off or wish you could get done or because like I know like I walk around my house it was so funny to me. I had a client the other day, and we just listed her house, super cute house, blah, blah, blah. She's like, God, we got so much shit. She's like, is your house like always show ready? I was like, bah. I was like, God, most
Guys,
kids
do
have no
not fall to that
shoes.
illusion. Your real estate agent's house is never show ready,
It's a
just like
shit show.
yours.
I literally like took a video of my countertop with all my kids' schoolwork and toys and shit. I was like, just so you know, this is like what my real life looks like. Things that, and maybe this is me because I'm a psychotic person, I don't know, but like I walk around my house and go, every morning I'll be like, oh my God, I want to change that light fixture. Oh my God, I wish that thing was fixed. Oh my God, Charlie chewed that fucking baseboard again. We got to fix that. And that is like, we talk about mental load. There's that mental load also too. Same with the, oh my God, I've got to pay the bill. Oh my God, we got to go do the DMV thing. Like, so I would say like I would add into that, like, give yourself a day to, like, I don't know, clean out the gutters and like, which by the way, I didn't know you had to do until I moved to the Midwest.
I live
To
in
like,
California. I know we have to clean out gutters.
you didn't have to clean your gut. I don't even think our house in LA had gutters, by the way, but it's
Huh.
fine. We have less rain and less leaves and trees and shit like
Yeah.
that, right? So, anyway, just things like that, because I think when we get down to it, like part of this is just the load that we carry all the time is not just work, it's home stuff too. And to like have these days to just kind of, even if you're
Hmm.
just to like chill out, to reset your like nervous system or whatever. And sometimes that's like relaxing, like going getting a massage. Sometimes it's like just fucking knocking out the projects that you need to get done so you can stop thinking about them constantly. Okay, so we have like
Hmm.
a get shit done day. So it's either like go do all the errands that you can't get done during the weekend because you need to go to the fucking DMV. It's got the stupidest hours, the post office. Like going to the post
Picking up
office
your
feels like such,
prescriptions,
oh my God, such a
like,
geriatric thing to do. But yeah,
ugh.
all these things.
I'm at the
Okay.
post office all the time because I am writing a lot of handwritten postcards lately. And
Oh, you're so
so
cute.
there's that.
I got my postcard. It was so cute. Thank you.
Ah, I'm so glad. You guys, I sent her
Loved
a
it.
postcard that said she was doing it right and to keep going.
And I needed
And
it.
I would, and I'm virtually right now in my brain sending each of you listening one that says you're doing it right also, and to just keep
Yeah.
going. Okay, so the next day that I would recommend is an unplug day. So the theme here is to step away from screens. It's
Mm,
going to preserve your mental health. It
okay.
will help you like come back to today. It may
Okay.
spark some creativity being away from it. Also, this morning, let me just tell you that my daughter asked me why grown-ups are always on their phone. And
Dude.
so there is
S-
nothing like seeing
Ugh.
yourself through the lens of your child.
Oh, it's the
Ugh.
worst.
And
My
I had
son's
no
always
pockets
like, "You're
today.
always on your phone, mom," and
I know.
I'm like, "I'm
No pockets to drop
working."
off today, so my phone's literally in my hand. And I'm like, I should have just left this in the fucking car. Nothing's gonna happen in this 20-minute period that
Yeah,
can't just fucking wait 20 minutes. Like
I
just
know.
leave it in the car. So
I always think
unplug.
about like everyone takes their phone to the bathroom, right? Like you go to the bathroom, you're in the phone. But I remember when like cell phones first came out and people were like, "Why would you take your phone to the bathroom? That's so weird. That's so gross."
This was one
And
of my
now
New Year's
people do not
resolutions this year.
live without their phone in the bathroom.
It's like when I get my Wordle done and like check Instagram and like get like a moment. It's kind of like my reprieve. It's because that's the only time I'm
It's a
taking during the
hiding
day
spot.
is
It's a
while I'm
hiding
fucking going
spot.
pee for the
I
30
know.
seconds that I'm in the
Because
bathroom is the only
you're
time
multitasking.
that I take for myself. Yeah, and I'm still multitasking. It was my New Year's resolution this year to stop taking my phone to the bathroom, and I did it for probably 2 months. And I have thought about it more often when I go to not take it, but sometimes it's the only chance I have to text Alex back. It's the only, because like my days just are from
Yeah.
start to finish. But I love the idea of unplugging. And like,
Okay.
I'm a big proponent for like creating a team, creating systems where we all can be human and like take a step
Right.
back from life. And so this would
Hmm.
be one where like if you are a client facing job, then like and Sky Michaels coaches to this. Like he says every Monday we should be emailing our clients like here's the milestones coming up in your transaction or in what I'm handling for you this week and here's my hours that I'll be available to
Yeah.
you if something comes up. If there's an
Ah,
emergency outside of these
forgot about
hours, like
that.
we can coordinate. but it's like kind of setting the expectation from the beginning. And if there's an emergency in this time period where I'm unavailable, please reach out to so and so. And like I find myself very naturally doing this. Like again, last week we went to Stanford, and I do really try to focus on Emmy on those trips. And just I was in the middle, well, thankfully I had just finished this like really heavy negotiation for a request for repair on a buy sell for these clients. So they had two transactions going at
Mm,
once, and it was a lot. And I'm like, okay, so we're gonna have this done by Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Like I'm MIA for these hours. So if like an emergency comes up, and let's be fucking real, there are not real estate emergencies. There are not. It's not a fucking,
I
I'm not
know.
a
I
doctor.
know.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a firefighter. I'm not a plumber. I'm not going
I
to be the one that
know.
does any of those things. I'm very happy to help connect. And like, I do understand the importance of what we do. But if we really break it down on not just my job, on everybody's job, I'd say this to Alex all the time. Like, you are a service center. Like, you are not a doctor. This is not a life or death situation that needs your attention at 6 p.m. in the middle of your daughter's recital. It just is not an emergency. It is
I know.
important and it may be urgent, but it is not an emergency that warrants you blowing off something that's more important to do. On
Yeah.
that tangent, unplug, guys.
Unplug.
Unfucking plug.
I have started to, so Vivian is playing volleyball now, and it is so cute.
Oh,
And
I
her
love it.
team is undefeated going into playoffs, our first playoff game today. So knock on wood. And I really have realized for whatever reason, like my kids have played sport for a long time, but now she's in sixth grade and now things feel like just, I
More
don't know, more
competitive, more
important, more competitive,
exciting.
whatever. And I have just like, I have made these games like such a priority, right? Like I have, and I tell everybody, and I think there's a lot of industries where people want to say, like, well, don't tell people what you're doing or where you're at, like, just that you're not available. And I feel like for me, that creates more of a mystery for people, like, you're just blowing them off. But, like, if I say to people, like, I'm going to my daughter's volleyball game, I'm going to be, like, that's where I'm going to be. Most normal people are like, "Oh my God, good luck to your daughter. Hope she has a great game. Like, call
Well,
me
they then
afterwards if
put
I
in
need to." You know what I
perspective
mean?
what their need might be and realize like this can wait for 60 minutes until she's done
Yes.
with the volleyball game.
Yes.
Like they can
Yeah.
like put themselves in your shoes and you're human. And I do
Yeah.
think that our world right now needs more humanity. Like we
Fuck yeah.
need more humans showing up as humans in the world, prioritizing family values, prioritizing like in-person connection. I
Yep.
firmly believe our world needs that in a way that is
And
serious.
I will literally die on this hill because I know that there are people who are like, and I've seen it. I've seen it happen to people in my office who are like deals or lost clients because they're like, well, you're a mom and you're too busy and I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't want those clients.
Don't want them.
I don't want
Not for
them.
me.
Not for me. Great. Find somebody else. Because if you
Yeah,
don't think that I have enough time for you because I'm spending time with my children, one, you're really self-centered. And two, you're just wrong. Because
right,
I most of us who are working parents work our fucking ass off, right? Like
right.
to do it, to quote unquote do it all. So anybody who says to me or who has this feeling that I might not have time for them, they're right. They're
Yeah.
right.
What's the saying? Like, you want something done, give it to a busy person.
That's it for this week. Come back next week for part 2.
That's a wrap. Thank you for joining us on this journey of laughter, life, and growth.
And remember, you're not alone on this path to success. We're right here with you every step of the way.
Please remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And if you found value in today's conversation, we'd be thrilled if you would leave us a review on your favorite platform. Your feedback means the world to us.
And don't forget to share this podcast with your friends, family, and anyone who could use a good laugh and some practical insight into navigating the challenges and triumphs of our minds, body, soul, and business.
Remember, we're doing this right.